Back, Nigerian startup The Mobile Prof is showing individuals how to turn their phones and tablets into remote work devices that can handle high-quality jobs. The startup began by teaching young people how to code using their mobile phones, and now they've evolved into doing much more than that. Take a listen.
Back in 2020, when we first paid a visit to the Mobile Prof founded by Samuel and Yaile, the startup was all about teaching young people to code using just their smartphones. No PCs required.
So let's say we want to look at our downloads.
Many thought that was a brilliant approach, especially since smartphones were everywhere.
The same thing. The one is
Samuel's idea to give students the tools they need to learn how to code right in the palms of their hands was one that aimed to make learning more accessible, particularly in areas where traditional computers might not be available.
Remember the last time he came, there was a laptop in that shoot. So we needed for it to be a more mobile experience and more intrinsic experience. So we ensured that we created a system that enabled that to happen, and an energy efficient system that allows us to put together devices that work irrespective of what is happening with PHCN or what's happening with the cost of fuel.
Fast forward 4 years and the Mobile Prof had to make a big pivot. A combination of challenges led Samuel and his team to rethink their approach. So what's new with the startup?
When you last came, we didn't have our mobile e-library. Now we have our mobile e-library, which fortunately, a lot of people are even keen about they want to mimic the same thing that we did for them, and it's opening up an unexpected new market for us. So we're now more focused on, instead of just beginner trainers, we're also teaching advanced people how to use advanced tech people how to use mobile phones to augment their work and to carry their work around. There were some specific economic challenges. There is the more not in our control ones, and there were other ones within our control. True, the demand for mobile learning is huge, especially here, because most young people have mobile phone, but they don't have a PC. The challenge with that market is it's a market that doesn't have a lot of funds, because it's the funds that was even limiting them from getting the laptops in the first place. So you have a situation where you are making impacts, but you're not generating enough revenue to sustain that business model.
The startup decided to switch gears from smartphones to tablets. This new setup provided a better learning environment with a bigger screen and keyboard, while still letting students use their smartphones for practice. Samuel says this pivot wasn't without its hurdles. The team had to revamp their curriculum to align with the new tools, as well as adjust their teaching methods.
What we're teaching the beginners was introduction to computers, introduction to Linux, and all of that. But when you are teaching advanced people, a lot of the basic things are already learned. So you need to figure out how to bring in value that is worth them still using a mobile phone. So you would change curriculums to fit in with that advanced targets, and create a system that's a more conducive system for them to use in the office.
But with every challenge comes new opportunities. The switch to tablets and the creation of a mobile e-library opened up fresh avenues for learning and engagement.
Now we have a model, an e-library model that we are using as a basis for replicating the same energy efficient tablet only system across multiple spaces. So for example, a lot of schools are excited about reducing their energy consumption. So for them, it's important to have devices that do not consume a lot of electricity, that can be connected to battery, that can be connected to solar. So that creates a unique opportunity for investments to come in, not on our training model, but on creating those mobile e-libraries for different setups. That's a great opportunity for investment.
Despite the economic strains and the need to adapt, Samuel's startup, the Mobile Prof, has continued to thrive. The pivot to tablets has not only solved some of the earlier challenges but also introduced new possibilities for coding education, keeping the original perks of learning on the go.
You would end up using a very heavy image